Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Behind the Beard. Finally. As always, my name is Coleslaw, and obviously at the top I do need to kind of explain myself a little bit. It's apparently been about maybe 2 weeks since I put out my last video. I usually try not to take that long, just with some things in my personal life coming up. I just hadn't really found the time to do these videos. I do promise I will try to be better in the future about making sure I do have a regular release schedule. So definitely anybody that's missed the videos over my 2-week period, I apologize. So the good thing, though, is that I have quite a whopper for y'all. Obviously, right off the top, y'all will notice that there has been a topic change with this video. Originally, it was going to be for the movie Let Me In, but with what happened on Raw about 3 weeks ago, I felt this was something I would rather talk about more than that movie. Not that that isn't a great movie, that I'll definitely get to it down the line. But obviously, with recent events, I felt I needed to comment on everything going on in WWE, specifically with CM Punk. Just to let y'all know at the top, I have a lot to say about this. So this is going to be my first multi-part video. I don't have really quote-unquote editing software right now. So basically what I'm needing to do is just do multiple videos. So if you notice that I stop in the middle of making a point and say, hey, watch the next video, just try to work with me. Definitely, I appreciate everyone that's going to watch all these videos. So let me go ahead and just get into our topic, which is everything going on with CM Punk. Obviously, for anybody that has not seen what's going on with CM Punk, basically, depending on the source where you see, either CM Punk is leaving WWE after having been there about 5 years now, or he is just taking an extended break. That's for conjecture. That's up to him. We really don't know. But they have done a storyline that if he was to end his tenure with WWE right now, he would have gone out in style. So I definitely want to touch on that storyline, but I might as well start at the beginning and give y'all an idea of what wrestling is to me, and specifically my history with knowledge of CM Punk. I starts when I was a little kid, before there was music, before there was video games, before there was movies like on the degree I watch them now. My number one first love was wrestling. I loved the storylines. I loved the characters. It was that one thing I would watch every week that would make the week worth it, with having to deal with school and all that. Yes, as a kid, I hated school. What of it? So definitely, obviously, starting off with Shawn Michaels when he started going with his first title reign. And then I came of age during the Attitude Era with Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Mankind, all those great guys from the mid to late 90s. And I've stuck with it during that little lull period between the Attitude Era and the PG era that's going on right now, and I still watch it through the PG era. I tend to be one of those, when you talk to me in real life, if you are a wrestling fan, we can talk for hours and not run out of content to talk about. We talk about TNA, we talk about obviously WWE, we'll even touch on ROH, PWG, I think I spoke with someone about Dragon Gate USA one time. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the indies, just because I don't have the ready access that a lot of people that do watch a lot of pro wrestling on the internet has, but I have enough to go by. Well, obviously, with that out of the way, since you know where I'm coming from, I might as well get into my history with CM Punk. About, maybe I want to say 2000, 2001. I'm sorry if I get the dates wrong. I was just kind of looking around a bunch of wrestling-related articles, and I noticed for a while, I kept noticing it's saying this one company called ROH, which, for those of you who don't know, that's Ring of Honor, the top indie federation right now, about to go into a national TV deal. I kept reading about this Ring of Honor, and I came interested. What is this? Because obviously, by this point, this was when the kind of the lull of wrestling in WWE was kind of going on. I hadn't really discovered TNA at this point, and obviously WCW was dead by this point. And so, with that kind of interest, I just started reading the articles. I really didn't know how to look up independent wrestling federations. But every article I read kept mentioning this one guy that just kind of caught my interest. This guy by the name of CM Punk. Just the way they described him sounds so awesome. They talked about how his entrance would be that first song off of AFI's Sing the Sorrow album. Everyone would kind of just do the drum beat to that. I can't do that, sorry. But anyways, you got the idea. Get the idea. Just not just that, but the fact that he was really solid in the ring. It was kind of different for what was going on at the time. So that kind of caught my interest. Since then, I have gotten to watch a few of his ROH matches. I'll try to see if I can find one for down there. So for those of you who haven't followed him at the time. Well, about 6 years ago, I find out that, hey, the WWE has signed this CM Punk to a developmental deal. So I was definitely excited about this. This guy just sounded so awesome. He sounded like someone that would be down my aisle. I walk around and tell all my friends, hey guys, keep your eyes out for the CM Punk guy. I've seen a couple of things he's done. He's awesome. He's definitely going to be something different for the WWE. And they're like, yeah, John, yeah, whatever. Well, anyways, cut to, I can't remember, I want to say it was about this time in 2006 on ECW, we got our first promo from CM Punk, where he obviously he held his hands like this and talked about respect, discipline, straight edge, and all that, which at this point they were doing him as a good guy. I was like, oh, okay, because what I've heard, he was a lot better in the indies as a villain, but I was like, I'll go with it. And obviously he came out and obviously set ECW on fire. A lot of the older guys that were in ECW at the time were saying that if ECW was still around, like the true ECW, not WWE ECW, CM Punk would have definitely fit in. Obviously, he went on a long winning streak, which ended up ending by Hardcore Holly. Yeah. Anyways, definitely anyone watching wrestling now has got caught up to this. We have 3 title reigns later, 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches later, and a couple of factions later. CM Punk announces that his intention to not renew his contract. So that kind of leaves in the question on what's going on. And then they announced that they are, for his final match, which is going to be at Money in the Bank, it's going to be a title match against John Cena, which obviously Cena's the top guy in the company right now. So that's definitely a plus. My thought on CM Punk right now, before we get into specifically everything that's going on, is to me, he is the number 3 guy in the company. Obviously, John Cena is number 1. Hate him. Love him. And then there's Randy Orton once again. But to me, Punk was easily number 3rd. I guarantee you he probably sells really close to as much merchandise as the previous 2 do. And to me, he is the top heel in WWE. So definitely, I was excited about that. And then the promo hit. Now, if you don't know what I mean by the promo, I'm leaving links to every single promo connected with this angle. He gave one of the best promos of our generation. A lot of people are going to argue, nah, there's been way better. I'm sorry, no one has done a better promo than what CM Punk delivered originally. He tore into the WWE. He was able to actually throw a lot of his complaints about him leaving the WWE in there. And they just kind of went with it. I'll get a little more into that into the next part of our video as we're reaching the end of this. So definitely check that out to hear more on this angle.